and of course, Deadpool. Right, okay, so I've revealed who I am. Come on, who are you? Reveal, shall we? Here we go. Whoa, who's Hi, and welcome to another edition of Taxi Talk, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm David Hunter, and joining me is Ashley Butcher.
Hello there again.
And of course, Deadpool.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Deadpool. We've been seeing you pop in all the episodes through the summer. Hey, tell you what, do you want to see my impression of Venom? Wait for this. Hold on. See if I can muster up a Venom.
Wow.
Hey, what do you reckon, guys? Right, okay, so I've revealed who I am. Come on, who are you?
Come on, Deadpool, who are you?
Well, as you know, I've been keeping my identity a secret, but I guess it's time to reveal myself.
Yeah, go and show us who you are. Go on, off you go. Go and get changed.
A few moments later.
Wow, the big reveal. Yeah, that's great, but I think you forgot one little detail there.
The rest of your body kit.
Yeah, take your clothes off, please. No, come on. Let's have that Scooby-Doo moment. Let's have the big reveal, shall we? Here we go. Oh, who's that? Hey!
Oh!
Wow, Liam Brewster!
Yes!
Cheers, lads.
Never have known that.
How are we doing?
Mate, is this what you've been doing since you left Vizu?
Oh, absolutely. Been trying to hide away, you know, and just getting up to no
Mate.
mischief.
In Wrexham?
Absolutely, everywhere.
You would have got away with it if it hadn't been for those pesky kids.
Absolutely,
Really
absolutely.
So the mask, tell me about the mask. Is that something they insisted you wore at Vizu?
No.
No, you just worked for
Just
fun.
enjoying it.
100%. It's been a summer of fun, you know.
So ladies and gentlemen and drivers, so with us on set today we have Liam Brewster. Now Liam is quite well known to the operators within the trade. Like myself and Ash, he's been in trade man and boy. And so really we're going to talk about your journey into the trade.
Yes.
Okay.
How you got into it.
Yep.
What you did in the trade.
How we met you.
And what you've learned from the trade, what knowledge you contain inside you, apart from being a superhero, that you can pass on to drivers and to make their earnings more successful.
Okay.
And any operators that are listening as well, from your experience at City Taxis in Sheffield, Vizu, and now apparently Take Me. Apparently we're colleagues.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Vicious rumours going around the place.
Yeah. So you've obviously, I think you left Vizu, last year was it?
January, of 25.
And what have you been doing since, apart from being Deadpool?
Just been Deadpool, you know, trying to cash in on the Wrexham fun.
Wrexham frame.
Trying to audition at Netflix, but for some reason they didn't want me.
That's why we've got you here.
Yeah, this is.
You're back to the
I
trailer.
finally made it in front of camera. So Netflix, your loss.
Okay, so before we start your life journey, I've got the big black box here. What a great box this is.
Can I have a rummage in your box?
Very
or
moist
what?
inside. So this is generating items from pulled out of taxis across the UK. So have a look in the box. Pull out a random item.
Random item. Let's have a look.
Give it to the wife for Christmas.
Oh, there we
This
go.
what Ashley-
Oh, yeah.
She'll love this one.
Oh, there you go.
Reminder of me.
Christmas present.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit of Shakespeare in there, isn't it?
Absolutely. Got a nice
like
little.
that. Now, yeah, that's great. The crew were meant to catch that.
Sack the intern.
Yeah. there could have been a major HR issue there and health and safety and a broken window. But anyway, so Liam, let's rewind a bit.
Okay, yeah.
You're an influence on the industry. You've helped iCabby with many sites from Australia, the UK, Ireland, etc.
Yep.
But let's go back to very young Liam, leaving school. How did you end up in the bloody taxi industry when most people your age probably wanted to be software developers, engineers? Why this industry?
So I've always been around it. My mother was originally in the taxi trade around Sheffield, working for various different taxi companies.
What was she doing with it?
Started on the phones because she was originally a nurse, injured her back, which then meant you can't really do nursing at that point. So got an office job working in some of the small taxi companies around Sheffield. But you know, like most things, and we're seeing in most industries, all them start rolling up into the big companies that we now see today. So the Sheffield taxi market took an interesting turn. But yeah, she used to work for a company called Ace Taxis, which grew and grew, was quite popular. Got into the management there. So initially, my childcare almost was within a taxi office. I'd be
and back in the day, was that still radio and pen, or was that computerisation?
No, it was pen, paper, pegboard, people cutting the fingers because of the
a bit
pegs,
like what's his name from Coronation Street with post-its on the wall, Stevie McDonald.
So I had the job sometimes of ripping the paper into squares to make sure the box was full enough with enough paper for the weekend, for the night shift. In some HR or some kind of worker standards would not pass a lot of those offices these days.
Smoky office,
smoke, everything. So that's how I was doing it. I was just around the offices, hearing it, people on the old school radios, pen and paper.
Those were exciting times for me because both of us used to dispatch and I used to drive. You used to get the atmosphere from the radio. You had a sense of how busy it was. The adrenaline used to go not only as a dispatcher but as a driver, because you'd hear the operator, the dispatcher going bloody nuts on the
phone ringing as well.
And the phone ringing.
And you had quite an aura, because obviously you sometimes you stood there and you're watching somebody just control so much.
Yes.
But they didn't have anything in front of them. It was literally a couple of pieces of paper, a couple of pegs, and it was all in the head of shouting gold this, gold that, or whatever. People had different names for different zones, different areas, and that kind of stuff. So obviously it was quite interesting to watch.
Without that, we wouldn't be where we are today.
No,
now.
100%.
Technology has taken over.
Yeah, so my mum was in the taxi trade there, but she then left to go into something else, but ended up coming back. So as they were rolling up, one of the final roll-ups of the small companies that went into what it was Sheffield City Taxis back in that, she did leave, and all the staff joined, but she didn't. Didn't take too long. She then came and joined City Taxis, just on the phones as a telephonist, and then I went off to University of Hull. I was based out in Scarborough, so I lived in Scarborough,
nice part of the world.
Scarborough. Not much to do as a young lad, so you can probably work out what I was getting up to.
Could you not ride a donkey?
There were a couple of that going on
Scarborough Beach, and sorry, what face was that you just pulled there, Ash?
Where he rode a couple of donkeys, has he?
Yeah.
Not on Scarborough Beach.
Not yet.
I was at Scarborough, and then that's where it kind of all kicked off. I got a bit of a job at JJB in the Scarborough Centre. Told them I'm from Sheffield. I'm not going to work over the Christmas, New Year, etc.
Is that exclusive to Sheffield? Is it? It's like a badge. I'm from Sheffield, so I can't do this.
I just told them because I'm travelling. I'll be back home in Sheffield. I won't be in Scarborough, so no point rotoring. And they gave me the rotor the week before Christmas, and there I was on Christmas Eve and Boxing Day, no Christmas Day, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to be working that. And they turned around and said, well, if you're not going to work that, you can leave now if you want. I went, well, thank you very much. Off I trotted, came back to Sheffield, and then that's when I spoke to them. I was just going to chill out and be a bum like normal students over the Christmas period. And why don't you come and answer a couple of calls for us? It's the busy time of the year. So ended up speaking with the team that they had there at City Taxis. They were above a pizza shop at that time. Yeah. And they said, yeah, come on in. So
at that point, so you had City Taxis had done some roll-ups. Was there any other, was that the prominent player at that point? Or was there
yes, I think when I joined them, there were probably about 800-900 cars at that point.
And what year was this?
2009, so 21st of December 2009.
And what system were they on? Can you remember?
AutoCab at that time.
I've not heard of that one.
Edit that one out. Yeah, No, I'm joking.
AutoCab.
It was AutoCrap at that time because it was.
Oh, is that Uber's? That's Uber now, isn't it?
Yeah,
I believe.
Yeah, but they couldn't get us data at that time.
So what's that about data?
It was I don't know. It was the original like MS DOS looking like I'm hacking black screen, green writing. shouting
91.
like I'm hacking, and it was a good old age of training. Sit next to this person for a couple of hours to pick it up. Perfect. I'll sit next to him. Right, we're going for lunch. After lunch, it's your turn. Off you trot.
Yeah.
And there you go. So I was messing up left, right, and centre, sending taxis to the wrong places, doing the wrong things.
We've all been there.
You know,
You did. You made a living out of that, didn't you?
Yeah.
it was like the good old catchphrase: just press and guess.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
press and guess. Let's see where we
Oh, dispatching.
press and guess. Let's see if they turn up to the right place. So yeah, December 2009. It was just originally going to be a Christmas temp, and then the IT team and management team, I don't know officially where it came from, was like, "You're going back to Scarborough. Do you fancy taking a home working kit with you?" Some of the people in the office was like, "What? You're going to how are you going to get a wire all the way from the office to Scarborough?"
Well, like 2 yogurt pots.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that.
So some of the older folks in the office didn't quite understand some of it. But yeah, I'm like, well, if you're happy, I'm happy. So yeah, off I trotted back to Scarborough to continue my university degree.
Brilliant.
But I picked up a couple of hours in the week at the weekends. One of the best ones, I think it was a Tuesday night shift, 6 p.m. till midnight. I'd have to pack a beer at the side.
Yeah.
My break at 9 o'clock, the first one would start. By 12 o'clock, the pack was gone. I'd straight down to the nightclub. So that was also a press and guess. I can't. No, I'm joking.
Did you? I mean, both of us have dispatched. We used to be dispatching from Loughborough University. It was like in a little cubby hole. There was no toilet in there.
No.
And that rush used to get on a Saturday. We literally had a bucket like this under the desk that we'd piss in because there was no toilet.
Needs must.
And the idea was discreetly do it and get rid of it. Then, like, well, times I used to forget. And the poor girl coming in the morning had the first thing she saw was a bucket of
I
piss.
can remember that numerous times. Yeah. He's left that again. Well, he couldn't do it. Sorry.
So you did that. Now, let's because obviously it's a short podcast. So spin forward a bit.
Yep.
When did you start going up the ladder? I want to know what was Arnie and you worked with some great characters that are still on the train now. Paul, Arnie,
very important people in the industry that have brought innovation out the way. So I've been very fortunate. Almost very true of right place, right time has been a lot of it. But yeah, speed forward, graduated, did a couple of trips to America, but they were just something else. And then I graduated, came back and spoke to the team at City Taxis and kind of went, I've got a business management degree, or I go out and get these graduate schemes and stuff that are out there, or there's an opportunity here. And I saw an opportunity of a bit more structure, a bit more in terms of training, coaching, and that side of things. I said,
Brilliant.
And they just went, absolutely, off you go. And the HR lady's retiring soon, so you can take that as well. So I came on a HR training coordinator kind of role. So that started getting me up the management. And then that's when the bombshell was dropped by Arnie Singh and crew of March that year. It was, and by the way, we've got this new technology that we're going to launch at the end of the year called AutoCab.
iCabby.
Nobody knows really too much. We haven't really got an instruction manual, so go and learn it, and then you need to tell all our staff how to use it. Oh, great! So I was locked in a
why
dungeon.
were they transitioning from what was it,
AutoCab
from Uber to iCabby? Why was that?
There's a couple of rumours out there of what. Do you know what? I think Arnie would be a great podcast guest on maybe something like Hazmat's show.
Maybe.
Or this one, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was some stuff there around data, who owned it, who controlled. I think AutoCab were putting some products out there, but in the T's and C's there were various bits. But you know, they just wanted to innovate, and that was the good thing about Arnie, was very fresh with his ideas, wanting to push forward, wanting to innovate.
Because he was quite new to the trade, wasn't he? So he came in with fresh ideas.
Yep.
Because we worked with him on Ride, and very creative guy. And that's
Nice guy.
Because we kind of, out of all those guys in Ride, we kind of
Gelled with them.
Gelled more with Sheffield, because Sheffield was this hub of creativity.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whereas the others were kind of families that had inherited.
A bit old-fashioned.
Yeah.
A bit old-fashioned. And the younger generations were a bit tied down. Whereas Arnie just came in and
Willing
had
to
that
give it a
creativity.
shot.
And everyone that worked with Arnie, whether it be you, Paul, Scott Ashmore, etc., had got that that, well, let's be open-minded about it. And
Give it a shot, see how far
something
you
that we're not seeing from Vizu, which obviously it's become later, but certainly at City, it was a company that the whole industry looked for and thought, wow, that's amazing. Where did they come out? From food delivery apps to being part of Ride, to their marketing and branding and everything.
You see a lot of the products from those days out there now. So the iCabby, the driver portals have been out there. Phone systems have been originated out of those offices. There's lots of products out there, and it's testament, like I say, it's almost like an incubator. It was a safe space to go there, look for innovations, find a problem, find a solution, and go out. And if it works, the beauty of being where it was, everyone else then wanted it.
Did you enjoy it while you were there?
Oh, I loved it, absolutely. It was a great place. And you got to see and speak and get involved with a lot of great things as well.
Yeah,
that's it.
Brilliant. So obviously you worked at City. It was the pinnacle point of the industry where everyone looks for creativity. What kind of niche did you find yourself falling into? That then furthered your career through Vizu until now. We'll come on to now later. But
so I was kind of like the geek around the office a little bit. The spreadsheets, the formula guy.
The bits we don't,
Excel spreadsheet. Yeah, obviously Scott was like the CTO of the business, so I'd be like doing a lot of the admin there while he's out there. Making the decisions.
Scott
and
was
doing
creating a lot of things drivers today would be using
100%,
portals and things.
So I'd be the one that get the information from Arnie, from Scott, out of the meetings and sometimes plan or implement or train some of that stuff out there. So I used to call it technical operations. So it was a bit of, because I've got the hands-on in the call centre, in the business, as well as the tech side and that kind of stuff, I would be almost a bridge between the guys hiding behind the screens and the people on the front lines doing it. I could speak a little bit of both languages.
You take their ideas and think, most of us might think that's wild and crazy, but then you kind of look at the stats and go, well, actually, that backs that up, or that's working.
It's kind of the bridge between the two. Which sometimes, if you've not got that, it can add quite friction because they're just throwing it in because it's the latest. Like if you look at AI now, some people can just throw it in there because it's the buzzword kind of thing. But
we're seeing that a lot of products now, a lot of tech companies. Oh shit, we need AI. It's the latest thing, isn't it? Let's slap it with AI. As seen on TV, it's got AI. Yeah. And really, it's not real AI, is it? It's not really doing anything. It's just got this AI brand. And I mean, we saw that recently, dare I say it, with Cab9 when they came out, AI. And what did it actually do? It's just, it's not really, it's not quantified.
No, it did, and it did some features, but like yourself, you're running a large taxi organisation. Do I see you talking to your phone to ask it how many jobs are being dispatched right now? Like, that's got a level to it, and I don't think you across all your thousands of cars are going to be caring if a job's dispatched. So that kind of maybe that product was aimed at a certain operator size, and that's why we don't understand
I think, to be honest, that's a bit gimmicky. But where it's not truly embraced the power of AI, which they're all getting there and realising the potential. We are realising the potential. All of us. I mean, I've replaced Ash, to be honest. With AI. AI is great because it gets there on time. Yep. It doesn't look at the mirror too often.
Yep.
But then it doesn't make me laugh like Ash.
Yeah.
Yet.
Right place, right time.
You've still got a place, then. You've still got a place.
Yeah. No, it's great.
It's working on it.
So you became a bit of an expert on, a bit geeky. KPIs, expert on iCabby because you learned them. You wrote the manual, perhaps.
Wrote many manuals. Helped being involved with some great go lives as well. The beauty of it, like the Alpha Boys in Liverpool, managed to join their go live and join some of the PHTMs, get pulled in. At the worst of some companies as well, they're struggling. So the customer sometimes I've helped prop up the customer success team.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen you on social media groups because we've known each other properly since the Ride days.
Yeah.
I've seen you on social medias, people with problems on WhatsApp groups, LinkedIn, Facebook. You literally put your hand out and say, well, this is a solution. You help.
To help it, yes.
No cost to yourself. You do it, and because I suppose you're learning from that by their problem, because you're thinking, well, there's the solution to that, and
I see it keeps you sharp as well.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, some of the roles I'll go into, you know, like now, if I went to try and answer a phone, I've not answered a phone in a long time. I'd not be as sharp as maybe what I was once.
Yeah.
So still dabbling into it keeps you sharp, keeps the mind sharp, keeps you close enough to the problem to ensure you can.
Can I ask you an honest question?
Of course.
And obviously this
Don't
is
mean I'm
aimed
gonna
at
answer it,
drivers. So there's a few main in as operators, we have a few systems.
Yep.
Which you'll be using on your driver. So we've iCabby, AutoCab, Cordic, Cab9.
Yep.
What's the other one?
Ariga?
Cab Leisure,
Cab Treasure. Yeah.
Cab Treasure, and there's a few others. So they're probably the five ones that we get marketed with. So if I just go run through them now, all I want was good, bad, the ugly. So Cab9.
I've seen it. It looks a fantastic system. It looks really good, really techy. And yeah, it has got quite good innovation, looks like, built into it. So from what I've seen, it looks good.
Yeah, I've recently seen it in a few sites that we're requiring, and yeah, I agree with you.
Yep.
I like the networking side of it. Visually see the
pool or whatever it is.
They do, so that's good. AutoCab. Forget the ownership.
Yeah, no, I think it's a solid product. It's been around a long time, so you've got to give it some credit there. Like, if it wasn't a fit for the industry, people wouldn't be using it.
I actually think it's quite a good system.
Yeah, so
I was anti. Then I realised it's because the people that worked there at the time I thought were cunts. But
I've not used it
got
really
to know
that
them,
much.
and they're okay.
Since the iCabby, obviously, I did help with a couple of the acquisitions with Visu and City Taxis that might have come from AutoCab. Most recent being like the Aqua Portsmouth one they had, but not everyone had the modern version of it. Some people still had the older version.
That was the problem, wasn't it? Because
there was too many versions
and
out
it was
there.
all the same version.
Yeah.
Whereas AutoCab, they were on different versions and so
Classics
on. Just,
and ghosts
and messy.
Whatever. And
where we are, Cordic.
Cordic, never really used it, to be fair. But
just checking the crew, we've got no one from Cordic in.
Yeah.
Who might possibly.
Everyone you speak to
brilliant
loves it, but I've never really.
No, I think of its day, it was brilliant. We looked at it, found it a little bit dated in certain parts, but I think they have a great network in London with it, and that's probably what's exciting about it. Super yes. Right. Cab Treasure, I don't have any experience with that.
I've heard of them. I've never actually seen them.
Yeah.
As in, there are a lot of the industry events.
Yeah, they kind of went for that niche left by Mercury when Mercury left that. Yeah. But anyway, we're probably talking gobbledygook, but to you guys. So as you've gone on, what have you learned for drivers? Because you look at the data side. Data tells drivers how they can earn more. If a driver came to you and said, "Look, I've had a bad week. I'm not earning."
Yeah.
What would you look at? How would you sort of kind of what comparisons would you look at?
Well, you obviously got to look at the times of days that they're working and around their lifestyle. Because obviously, being a taxi driver, one of the perks you've got is obviously it can fit around your lifestyle. But what I've often found in many of the roles, and obviously when I've been looking at the data, is to try and work against the system. These operators out there have built it in a certain way to offer this driver in this scenario, that driver in that scenario, priority this, priority that. But then what you then get is rejection, accept, and give it back. So it's kind of going against the system. And once you're playing against the system, it's so easy to then find yourself in a bit of a black spot of you timed out for that, you timed out for this, in terms of excluded because you don't want to accept from that area, but the system's decided you were the best person or vehicle or whatever kind of criteria. So yeah, when you work against the system's like a casino.
Do you find that have found out that the drivers try and kick back jobs because they're looking for that bigger job?
Yeah, there's always like the pot of gold at the end, and you can't fault them at the end of the day. They all they have to work on is that little tiny screen to earn a decent living out of. So they're very limited on information. And there's always that what if.
Yes.
And I think that's the FOMO effect of fear of missing out. If I accept this as directed job, I'm going to miss that London Heathrow job.
Yes.
The unicorn job of, wait and return to Brighton £1,000 a day kind of job. So
But haven't you found that a lot of the times when some of these drivers do that and they wait for that, if the job's, let's say, £120, but there's umpteen jobs in the town centre, you could earn more doing backwards and forwards very, very quickly and not putting the mileage on, and you're not stuck in the traffic on the way back, that sort of scenario.
What would you say to drivers that are working for Uber now who may never have worked for a traditional private hire company? Because a lot of them have this image, they run corrupt books because it's a family organisation, they're looking after their family first. The mindset of the driver, although we see them hating Uber, but at the same time they love them.
Yep.
So how would you talk to an Uber driver who's never worked for a private hire company and say the benefit? What
the benefits straight away are you've got a human at the other end, and that human is there essentially paid by the operator to help you. A lot of the operators right now are all about fair dispatcher work because ultimately the driver's the customer of the operator. So if the staff in the office do anything to annoy that driver, that's a lost revenue to the company.
Which I think has changed because of Uber, hasn't it?
Yeah, 100%. So drivers have got a lot of power there. So if a staff member is, we'll call it feeding, like other ones, you will find there's disciplinary proceedings that will take place at that. So what I've always said when I talk to people, that person there will get a disciplinary. If they get a disciplinary and they're sacked, the job market right now is not very great out there. So the chance of them getting a job is not so high. So essentially, is that person really going to risk paying their mortgage, feeding their family, over giving that driver a £5 job? In history, it probably has happened, and there's probably still examples. And there are, let's call them, like we have preferred suppliers. There are going to be scenarios of preferred suppliers to high value or, airports where there's high responsibility. But, the majority of it is get the work out there, and you're there to help the people dispatch the work. They want to use you and they want you to help them.
Yes.
So the humans in the office ultimately are only going to ring if you can help them. And if you help them, it keeps you moving. The old classic term of your wheels are turning, you're earning. There's lots of stats, and I know, particularly in the back of the iCabby ones now, there's almost a POB earnings. And the numbers there, while your wheels are turning, you're earning, is a very high amount. The problem is, obviously, there's a lot of time sometimes sat around, which obviously dilutes it back to a certain number. But yeah, the drivers from Uber to a traditional operator or private hire operator, you've got humans and they're there to help you. Yeah, they are trying to stay in this industry and they are there to work with you.
Well, why do you think then? I've seen numerous groups with driver groups around the UK where drivers are always slagging Uber up, working for Uber and slagging Uber off. Saying that the jobs. You look at the price of the jobs and you think they're a lot less compared to working for a local taxi company as such on a group. Why do you think that is? That mental. Why do they feel like that? Do you think?
I think it's because Uber have got it down to a T. That they know the psychological element of it. They know what the job tells them everything, and it tells them the price. So. Yeah.
Excellent. Just bringing you back. So we headhunted you. See what we did there?
Did you?
Yeah. No.
Was I aware?
We didn't feed you.
So
is that classed as grooming?
Yeah, grooming. So you're now working for Take Me.
Yeah.
Doing CITO job. You're doing the stats, which we've seen some great results in the week that you work for us. Okay. So with organisations like Take Me, what is the benefit to a driver joining something like that, and where do you see the future of Take Me going with its acquisitions franchise, and how does Take Me differ to, say, somebody like VZ?
Well, straight off the bat, Take Me's a much more like, I would class it like the City Taxi days, where it was innovation at its core. How can we get technology into improve and help, get the right structure, the right team in the right place. It's about putting your best 11 on the pitch. Is essentially that. And I think you mentioned headhunter there. I'm guessing I'm one of the players on the pitch kind of thing.
There you go.
Thank you very much. Yeah, perfect placement. And the joining people like Take Me's with the traditional private operators at heart, we can make quick decisions, fast decisions, and Ash and everyone else on that side is out there growing the network. So it's got a slightly different model to some. There's almost multiple elements to it. Traditional private hire operator. Then we've got the franchise model of people can come and join that network, be part of that network, and then they get to work with people like me, like yourself, like Ash, that will go into their business and prop up their business as an extension of them.
Because we have a team of people with experience and some great characters in our network.
That know what a completed job is.
They want help as well.
But if you know,
you know. Listen, we greatly joined the team. Great to please join here. Before you go, we want a true or false story. And the crew, normally, so you tell us a story. Ash and I will get whether it's true or false. The crew here will also have a little dabble, and it could be completely made up. It could be perverted. It could be straight from Ash's mind.
Could be.
Probably not. But once you decide, we'll run the titles. Okay, so we're back at the story. Come on, give us the story.
So, true or false? See if you can work it out. Working a lovely Friday, Saturday night. Very busy.
Yep.
Did you have a bucket with piss in it?
No, I didn't have the piss. But sat there, phone call comes through from a very intoxicated person. Took me a couple of minutes to work out what they were on about. But to get to it, they were claiming we'd stolen their wheelchair. Okay, they need this wheelchair. They can't get anywhere without it. It's very important.
It's in the back of a cab somewhere, is it?
Yeah, and apparently it's in the back of a taxi. But we'd stolen it. They'd not left it. All that kind of good stuff which you get in the office. And it turns out that alcohol is a miracle cure because it allows you that if you need a wheelchair, somehow they've managed to get out of the car, up a couple of steps into the house,
realised they've got
and then realised they've not got a wheelchair.
For his benefit claims.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I'm cured.
Yeah. So, is it true that alcohol can cure and make you walk again, or is it not?
Well, we always find that when we drink alcohol. So I'm going to go it's true. Ash?
I'm going to go for a big true there.
And I'm just going to say, what do we reckon, guys?
True.
What do you reckon, Spider-Man? True.
100% true. They got out, they'd somehow clambered their way into the house and forgot about the wheelchair. The driver had forgot that he'd put it in and helped them get it up there. And then once they finally got in, they realised, oh crap.
For you guys, we'll see you next time, and you're going to put that on, and we're going to see Deadpool in action.
Watch this.
Back to his normal self.
He's enjoying that too much.
Take care, guys. Thank you very much.
Be safe. David and all of us may have some experience with, and we'll be talking about some of these situations. 0.1.5, RS232, interface, velocity ratio of approaching chicken.
So you'll go to court for being in breach of regulators code.
Brilliant, man.